everybody, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Danny and this is Date Night with Danny. Today I'll be showing you how to make a super easy recipe for date night, spicy tuna with crispy rice. Super easy, super elegant, perfect for a date night with your loved one. So let's begin. Alright, first things first, the ingredients. You're going to need some sushi rice. I actually love this rice. This Nishiki sushi rice is actually the best one. It's my favorite. This price is about $8 a bag, but you know, if you're on a budget, this works just as fine too. It's about $2 per container. Works just as fine. Microwave for 2 minutes. If you're scared to make rice, this is your go-to. Next, you're going to need some sesame oil, a little Ponzu sauce, some Sriracha, rice vinegar. Make sure you get seasoned, because if you don't get seasoned, you'll have to add salt and sugar yourself. And definitely gonna need a little bit of mayo. All right, now, this is where your money comes into play. You definitely don't wanna skimp on your tuna because this is the star of the dish. So, a piece of tuna, about about a pound of tuna costs about $15. So that's where most of your money is going to be spent. So you got your fresh tuna. I prefer yellowfin tuna. It just tastes better to me. It's fresher. I like the taste more than any other tuna. So bam, you got your tuna steak. This is what it should look like. So we're going to rinse this. You're just going to cut it into little cubes. And when you finish, it should look a little something like this. Small, little fine, little bites. So next, take your tuna, dump it into a glass dish. Next, you're going to add about a tablespoon of Sriracha. I prefer this Texas Pete Sriracha because it just tastes so good. So, about a tablespoon of Sriracha and 1 teaspoon of seasoned rice vinegar. About a capful. Maybe a little more. A little extra flavor won't hurt. And some fresh ground salt to taste. Not too much salt because the Sriracha is salty enough. So once you're done with that, you're just going to mix it up. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Make sure every little piece is covered with Sriracha. So once you're done, it should look just like this. Make sure all your rice vinegar and your Sriracha is blended completely with the tuna. So we're going to cover this up with some plastic wrap and put this in the fridge. And on to our next step. So while your tuna is chilling in the fridge, next I need you to grab a measuring cup that measures 1 cup and your sushi rice. You're going to use 2 cups of the sushi rice. Two cups of rice. What we want to do is rinse our rice until it's no longer cloudy. See all that starch sitting on top of that water like that? We don't want that. So rinse your rice until the water is completely clear. Okay. So once your water is completely clear, drain your rice. Two cups of water. Now once your rice starts boiling,
and cover it.
and cut it down to low and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. So after you boiled your rice for about 10 minutes and let it set, you want to transfer it to a glass bowl. You want to add 4 tablespoons of your seasoned rice vinegar. So I can pretty much add a tablespoon. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's tablespoons, not teaspoons. So just gently fold it into your rice mixture. Make sure it gets covered completely. Make sure all that vinegar gets distributed evenly throughout the rice, because we don't want some tasty pieces and some untasty pieces. Make sure you have enough plastic that it hangs over the sides so you can completely cover your rice. Okay, perfect. So now that you have your plastic and your pan and your seasoned rice, you want to take it, place it inside the pan, and just evenly spread it out. You want to press a little firmly to make sure it's patted down, and just make sure it's spread evenly. Spread it. Y'all know how to spread it. Spread, spread, spread. Make sure you get the corners. You're going to fold it up with the plastic, cover it, press down to make sure it's evenly distributed, because we don't want any uneven pieces, because it will show up later. And once your rice looks like this, completely packed down and covered in plastic, you want to refrigerate it for several hours. Not an hour, not 2 hours, several hours. So I'm thinking maybe like 5 to 6 hours. So take your rice and put it in the fridge. When your rice is completely cooled down, after, let's say, maybe 5, 6 hours, it should look like this. Cold, frozen, pretty much like a block of rice. So you want to take this block of chilled rice and you want to cut it into sushi squares. So once you've chilled and cut up your rice portions, you want to add a little bit of oil. I use olive oil to a pan, a hot pan. You want to lightly dust your pieces in flour. So fry these pieces up about 3 minutes on each side. So once your crispy rice is finished, you want to sear it on each side about 3 minutes apiece until your finished product looks like this. Crispy, solid, crunchy, juicy, flavorful rice. Okay. Next, I'm going to take my tuna mix and shape it into little molds approximately the same size as my crispy rice pieces. So we want to take the tuna, add a slice of avocado, Serrano pepper, last but not least, spicy mayo. And the spicy mayo, I just took about a half a cup of mayo, 1 garlic clove, and about a tablespoon of Sriracha, and blended it in the blender. So here's the finished product, spicy tuna with crispy rice. Until next time on Date Night with Danny.